some different exercises today for knee prehab or rehab. We got some lower body strain, some upper body strain. Switching it up as always for this next split. Don't forget, for more workouts just like this, follow me on social media, IG, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook at Just Julian H. Don't forget the H. Today we're focused on the first half of our workout of not only doing lower body strain, but also doing some lower body prehab or rehab, depending on the situation. Really taking care of our knee health to start out. So we started out with a 5-minute cardio warm-up based on our treadmill, very slow speed. We'll focus on walking backwards to get our legs nice and warmed up, especially right around the quads and those muscles around the knee. Then we're gonna go to our first exercise. So our first exercise, we're gonna start just body weight, and we're gonna do a combination of a move called a TKE, terminal knee extension, and also a move called a Poliquin step up. And basically it's almost like a step down from a box or step like we have here, combined with a banded kind of knee, banded resisted knee extension. So key points, you want to go band right behind your knee. We got our long power band here. This is a medium resistance, but it's right behind the knee. We're going to go on our step, and we just got a small plate to give our heel a little bit of a lift, a little bit more stability. And we want to feel a good amount of resistance as we start on that step. Key is to keep toe straight. We don't want toe going too far left, right. We want toe and knee right in line. We want band to give us some resistance. And then we're going to take our off foot, the one that's not being band resisted, and that leg is going to be straight. So I want to go down, tap heel to the ground, keep toe up, and then right back up. Down, I can let my hips bend a little bit, but try to keep that toe as straight as we can. Right back up. Down, right back up. First few, you probably won't feel too much. After about 10 to 12, should feel a nice deep burn in our quadricep muscles. And again, those muscles right around the knee. And we're going to go high reps. So we're going to go 20 reps. If at 20 reps you don't feel a burn, either you need a heavier band or you do more reps. But you should feel a good burn right in the quads. This is really going to get our muscles nice and warmed up. If you don't have knee problems, it's going to help prevent you from getting knee problems around the patella tendon. And if you do have knee problems, this is good to rehab any injuries you may have. So our first training exercise, we're going to do Smith machine squats. If you have a gym that has a barbell free weight rack, you can do free weight barbell squats. We're going to use Smith machine. Before we do that though, we're going to do a quick hip opener just to get loose. So we're going to take either a column, rack, pole, something. Just going to grip the pole or column. We're going to ease down so that our chest is up tall, feet stay flat. We want to work basically set as low as we can. I'm just going to hold here 30 seconds nice and tall just to get our hips a little bit open. All right, so we're stepping right into the rack with squats. Biggest focus today is we're trying to have perfect form on every single rep. And we're also trying to take only a 1-minute rest in between every single rep. So we're going to start medium to light. We're going to set our hands first on the bar. Kind of differs depending on your arm length. I got long arms, so for me, I go a little bit wide. Base after we rack. Going to set our feet right in line with our shoulders. And we're trying to work as deep as we can, good form as we can, every single rep. Keep our torso nice and tall. Take our time going down. Set all the way down. And we're going for between 10 and 12 every single set. So on your squats, if depth is not necessarily your strong suit, you can't get quite as low. One option we have, if hip mobility limits us or ankle mobility, we can rack our bar and then go heels elevated on top of 2 small plates. Or 2 small steps or 1 small step. Basically, it's going to let us get a little bit lower because it's going to change that angle to lift our heel. So that means our basically knees are going to go a little more forward, which is what we want. We want depth on these squats today. We're going to start out with a barbell push press. If you don't have a free weight barbell, you can also do these with dumbbells. Keys with a push press though is we're really focused on explosive power as we lift, as I demonstrate. Want to set our feet about hip width apart. We're going to grip our bar. Hands a little bit wider than shoulder width. We want to rack it here. Make sure that bar is nice and close to our chest. Make sure we're nice and tall. Elbows have a little bit of tension on them and also behind our shoulder blades. We're going to dip. And right after we dip, we're going to press, come back down, reset, nice control. Dip, press, nice and tall here, full extension with our arms. Then come back down, nice and control, reset. Or plate, just to stand on. So if we rack or pick up the bar first, then step on whatever we're using to elevate ourselves. And I've got really long legs and arms, so for me, it might be a little bit bigger than what it is for you. But we start just like a normal RDL. But as we hinge down, slight bend in the knee, we're trying to go all the way until we make contact with whatever our stopper is, and then right back up. So we want to hinge down, hinge down. We're trying to make contact while keeping our form nice and control, keeping that tension in our glutes and hamstrings, keeping our back nice and flat, and then back up. For these, I recommend starting light to medium weight until you get used to that range of motion. We want to prevent injury, so we don't want to load up on weight, have our form be a little off, back round, and then injure ourselves. So start light to medium weight with these, and we're going for 10 reps. It's just made for these. But if you have a regular bench, you got it set about 45 degrees. Depending on your height, you may want to adjust this. So we're going to go 1 foot over our base here. Arms fully extended. Keys, we want this form, this elbow to be nice and flat, and want it to return that way on every single rep. So I'm going to curl up, this regular curl. I'm going to go all the way down. I want to make, again, forearm contact, elbow contact. We don't want to cheat the reps here. Here, all the way full range of motion. Now, if we start to fatigue, we can use our offhand to kind of spot us, give us a little bit of help here. But we're trying to go all 8 to 10 reps on the left, then do the same thing on the right.